All right, just finished charging my car. I did a quick little 1-2 on a parking lot video. Um, can't believe I'm actually attempting to do a part 2 because, with everything I want to say, sometimes 10 minutes. I do want to get to the point, which is crucial and vital, being able to use the time wisely and having punchlines and points to make. But at the same time, I do want to go in details and feel like, all right, I explained it in the best way possible. All right. But I don't really want to dissect the same conversation. It's just that sometimes it's best when I'm just talking about what's on my mind, and rather trying to pull something out of nothing. So with that being said, here's to the weekend. We're starting out the weekend. I'm set out to make minimum $1,000 without touching it. So I may even transfer it over to my card at the end of the week, knowing that I'm not gonna, because next Thursday I do need to actually go buy some stuff to travel with. So I may need to leave something on there as a budget. So I'm hoping I could go over $1,000, which right now I'm only starting at about $50. But it's still possible. Like I said, tomorrow's Friday, then there's Saturday. I'm hoping it's a good Sunday, because Sunday hasn't been like what it used to be in the past. But I definitely need I know definitely next Thursday, which is a week from now, is probably my one chance to do my ups and downs, my runs and rounds, and then get into the weekend, and then it's back to work for Monday, Tuesday, and I'm getting off on Wednesday. So I'm gonna go do a warm up in Cartagena, Colombia, and then I'm crossing over to DR from Colombia. But tonight, actually, I'm going to see if my flight is eligible to be switched without any issues, because sometimes it's difficult because I use points and stuff like that. So if I could just book a one-way and cancel it, then I guess that's what I'm gonna do. But I'll do that, book a one-way and cancel it. But I need to know for sure though that I'm crossing over to DR. So I'm gonna just let everything play out still. But I don't like doing last minute things. That's why I can't, when people really not understanding, yo, I really need to know, can you do this or not? But like I said, man, everything is in due time, man. Because one thing I'm realizing, people are only loyal as their options. People have a short temper with you, or they're quick to count you out because they think they got other options. And it's not just about relationship or jobs or things like that. but it's just about everything in life. And you know, you just got to be willing to put it through the test most of the time. You know, sometimes you have the option to stick there and stress it and act like you're not gonna get the opportunity ever again, or you could just say, hey, you know, truth is, this thing, this individual, this situation needs me more than I need it. You know, it's gonna need me before I need it. And I mean, not saying that I hate that I'm realizing it now, but I wish I realized it much sooner. It would have saved me a lot of time, heartaches, and just overall, man, just making a decision alone, it would have saved me on a lot. So I'm just glad that this time around, as of today, I just remember that's the last thing I told myself. And like I said, I got something out of it. Whether it goes any further later or not, I was hung on getting some type of result, and I did. Now, I don't want to stick around and keep chasing something that's moving far away from me. So, like I said, a pit stop ain't all bad, you know. You're gonna catch them slipping sometime, and whenever they get back what they always wanted, obviously you're either in or you're out. So I'm used to it, you know. If that's making sense or not, I hope so, because I'm really talking like I'm just in my head, but I'm just saying it out loud. So I'm, like I said, I've tried to point out the specific situation, but I just need more. I just needed to develop a lot more for me to say, yo, this is what I'm talking about. And I'm just glad, like, you know, that's the last thing I said. I was just like, yo, you need me more than I need you. You're gonna need me before I need you. And although I was really like beaten up, you know, I was really down on myself. I was just like, man, I just don't have any luck, or whatever you call it. And, you know, now, and I mean, with the trip, right, in regards to the trip, I try to give Medellin a chance, but that didn't. I mean, I just couldn't catch a grip much, so. But I'm gonna figure it out still. Like I said, I gotta go home and take on the drawing board again, even if I don't do it tonight, because I don't know. I think I'm a little bit tired. But we're gonna see. I'm gonna look to see what flight is leaving, and so forth and so on. Okay, I'm about halfway home. We're already 9 minutes into this. I could keep talking, but I hope you guys are traveling, man. If you're watching this video, is one or two things, you know. One, you don't find too many people that think like you, and when you got here, you hurt yourself, or you at least entertain, right? And I said one or two things, but that was one thing. The next thing is, you either see yourself in here, like you hurt yourself, or you're trying to find directions. And between the two things, like I said, if you're here, meaning it's probably, you probably just got off work and you don't really have anything to do. You know, you don't have nobody to call up. You know, people, I don't expect those people to be watching this. And it's not a bad thing. The reason why I'm saying that is because of what I'm going to say next. You know, you don't got a best friend you might have a best friend, but, you know, it's not quite the same. They're not speaking your language, but you may accommodate them by, you know, just doing things that you think they might like. So, like I said, if you're here, you probably don't have any girlfriends. You probably don't have any kids, or if you do, you know, it's not the best situation where, or you're on the road, you're a driver, you drive long and you enjoy content of, you know, somebody just saying some thought-provoking ideas or something like that. So like I said, if you're here, you're one of those two things, right? And I appreciate you to be here. And I'm saying, man, don't let that specific situation swallow you up, because none of those are pleasant, you know, especially when you realize it. Like, damn, you know, for example, my friend, you know, we're only really friends because they don't know the real me, you know, or, you know, I'm tired of being around these people, but I tolerate them for the sake of boredom, but we don't think alike. So I say, man, when I was in that place, that situation, sorry I keep rubbing my head, I don't know why, but it feels nice. I was there and I didn't find my peace until I started going places. Now, I haven't gone too many places, that's why it's so beautiful. This is just the beginning of the journey. However, I'm telling you, early on in the journey, don't forget about this person, you know, but explore with this person. You know, feed them knowledge, feed them, help them grow. But you don't have to become someone else, is basically what I'm saying. This probably gonna be your most authentic self. You know? You probably spend a lot of time alone. You know, whether, like I said once again, you probably drive a truck, or you in a warehouse where there's, you know, you just happen to be able to keep your headphones on, or you work in a security job in a booth overnight, whatever that you're doing, you know. You probably enjoy podcasts, but not any modern day podcast, because this tone right here is not, you know, it's not the most entertaining, but it can be interesting. So like I said, man, which is the next thing I'm saying, the reason why is start to save towards giving that person an experience, meaning that find out the things that you could do, and you can start doing it alone. You know, it doesn't necessarily have to be all suddenly you going with people. So do it for yourself, do it alone, and, you know, prepare for it. Not everybody is in a position to start getting up and leaving, but let your mind take you there first, you know. I hope you can close your eyes and let me help you imagine. Or whenever I start to upload more videos, I hope that you can enjoy them and get some ideas and motivations. I think that's all I had to say on that part. I'm almost at the house. I don't know if this is a video that's worth uploading, but I'll never know until I do upload it. You know, there's a lot of opportunities I've never taken because I particularly judge it before it could even get out, you know. Now, I do have a pattern of the world either not noticing or flat out rejecting. So, I do have my reasons, but this is different now, you know. This is only on purpose. Everything has a purpose, and if it's out there, I did it on purpose because I could easily, you know, I could easily put it aside. I could easily not do it, so forth and so on. But that's not the case. I'm gonna keep on stepping on it. You know, I'm gonna keep on putting my my best foot forward. What are they doing all the way down here? But yeah. Alright, let me see if I can find a decent parking. I do know I'm gonna get up tomorrow morning. Whether I'm tired or not, I'm gonna get out here and do my 1-2 and come back in. I mean, this is pretty tight. This is tight as well. But nonetheless, I just gotta get myself up tomorrow and on out. All right. It's not the best, but it is what it is. All right. Peace out, y'all. I hope this is something that reaches out to you all.